Welcome to Friday Darlings, where you can enjoy the edifying sight of my freshly laundered underpants waving gently in the Peak District breeze. Well, you join me in the guest cupboard, or the little officey space of the guest cupboard. I'll show it to you. You'll remember the bargain iMac I bought off eBay last year. My little label printer that I've had for, 15, 20 years, something like that. My ancient Sony, that's what I use for P-Scan now. My old Blackberries. Some pens. Oh, and my printer, of course. Guest bedding arrangement over there. You get a nice view out. There's a triffid, there's some candles, and there's the sheepies in the field. Anyway, I've had quite a productive day today. I was up fairly early. I watched Mustard's latest video in bed before I got up, and I've tried to be a bit grown up today. I've gone through my bank accounts. I've gone through direct debits. I'm basically trying to pull my head out of the sand and actually deal with stuff. Get in touch with companies, set up payment plans, I've got to try and take control of things really. And I'm feeling quite positive having started that process. I'm starting to get a handle on just how I've screwed things up. The thing is, that you have a bit of an income coming in, and you think, oh, I'll do this and I'll do that, and you don't really think about stuff, and suddenly something happens, like being demonetized on YouTube, and that bit of income's gone, and suddenly you find yourself well and truly in the shit. And when you look into things, you realize that you've really not been managing things as well as you should have been. But so it's pretty horrific. But I'm not actually despairing. In fact, it's, in a weird way, it's almost, there are some positives. I've been going through all of the car insurances. Oh my God, what a cock up that is. But that is really a positive. I've been paying a fortune in car insurance, but that's coming to an end. I've got silly things like I've been in contact with the various companies today, and so I've got policies coming to an end. I've got one coming to an end for Dick Dum Dum. That comes to an end on the 31st of this month. That was a £480 renewal. It will go on to my classic policy with Footman James, and it'll be 30 or 40 quid. So that's going to be over £400 saved. I've got Minge Bag is coming to an end on the 18th of next month. Same thing will happen there. That'll be another big saving. I've still got a policy sitting on whatever it was called, Barney the Streetwise. That's coming to an end. Obviously, that won't be renewed. So, that's 3 payments going out per month. And over the next 3 or 4 weeks, they're all going to be finishing. So that's going to help. I've sorted the car out, obviously, JJ. So my daily fuel expenses are going to be going down. And I just need to keep doing this over the next month or so and just try and get myself into a situation. And hopefully YouTube will be coming back on cam, as it were. So hopefully as we move into the winter, then I can start to get myself into a position where I'm not firefighting, where I'm actually working towards actually living within my means. So it's going to be a double-pronged approach. I need to refine what I'm paying out. I need to know every single penny. I need to get payment plans into place with stuff that I've got behind on. And ideally, I also need to increase my income. So, you know, that can be YouTube. I'll keep working hard at that. And also, there's also the possibility with upstairs and the Airbnb thing upstairs at the restaurant, of course. I spoke to Bishnu last night. He's going to get on to the landlord, see if he can find out what's going on with that, find out if that's going to be a possibility. So, yeah, so there we are. I'm going to have stuff bounce today. Nothing I can do about that. I haven't got any cash to pay into the bank. So I'll have to sort that out next week. Sod all I can do about that. But it's not as bad as it was last month, put it that way. And you know, I'm going to be grown up. I'm going to put my big boy pants on, and I am going to get on top of all of this nonsense. And you know, just doing that is a positive, and you kind of feel better that you're doing something. It helps with the anxieties because you're not just sticking your head in the sand and hoping it will all go away or you'll win the lottery or something. I did have a dream last night where I won the lottery, and it was a real moral question, because I was in a syndicate with all of you lot. But I'd also had to go on the lottery on my own, and it was the syndicate ticket that won £320,000. And now, if I was awake, I would never think of this, but because I'm asleep, obviously my subconscious is a slippery bastard, because my subconscious was saying, well, nobody knows which ticket was which. It could be the me ticket that had won the 320,000 quid, and I could just say that and nobody would be any the wiser. And the conscious me saying, well, I'd know, I couldn't live with that. Oh yeah, but it's the money and whatnot. And it was so real, and it was such a conflict. I hated that even a part of me was considering this, and it was so incredibly real. And this is true. When I woke up, much earlier than I normally would, I actually jumped onto the internet and looked for property for sale around here to see what I could get for 320,000 quid. And there's one property available for sale, and it's a nice 3-bedroom bungalow, and it's £650,000. So couldn't have bought that anyway. So I watched Mustard's video with Harry Seacombe instead, and thought, well, I'll get up and I'll try and do something productive, and that's pretty much what I've done. So it's now about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, something like that. I'm feeling a little bit virtuous. I'm feeling a lot stupid for being in this situation, to be honest. Yeah, I'm feeling very, very stupid about that. But I am feeling positive that I'm starting to try and get hold of it and do whatever. Oh, and had a chat with Mustard on the phone as well. Something quite exciting could potentially be happening. I can't tell you any more about that at the moment. So all that said and done, I'm going to treat myself to some more food from the lovely Neil and Sophie that they left. And I'm going to have a disgustingly unhealthy but magnificently tasty sausage and bacon sandwich for lunch. Thank you for enduring this this rant from a hopeless middle-aged guy who really should have grown up by now, but who apparently hasn't. Catch you in a bit. Okay, well, before I have my my lunch sandwich, I'm going to get a job done here in JJ. The roof lining needs good scrub, get the mould off it. Difficult to do that when it's hanging down like a bedouin tent. So, job number 1, I'm going to pin up the roof lining. It won't be pretty, but it will be effective. As I said, not pretty, but effective. Now that it's dry, the mould will kind of just rub out. So before I crack on with the sandwich, I'm just going to shove some more shampoo around the car. Get rid of all of that. Oh, and that bit of seat there. Right, let's do that quickly. There we go, darlings. Now, I don't have a fancy wet and dry vacuum or a steam cleaner or anything, so all I can do is get a bucket of hot water, a sponge and some shampoo and get it all thoroughly wet, and that's what I've done. I've made a start on the roof lining as well. It's all going to come up fine, darlings. It's just going to take time and elbow grease. So, I mean, that is, you know, good and wet now, but it's a nice dry day. Haven't done my seat yet because I've got to sit on it. This is going to be a fantastic little car, darlings, and that's just one more step in the right direction. Now it's definitely sandwich time. I'll leave the window down so it can breathe. Okay, once again it's that time. Oh, the headlining's looking a lot better. Oh, well done, JJ. She's a cracking starter, isn't she? Not like the last two L series that we had. Right, let's get off and do a Friday at work, shall we? Hello, you lot. You're all looking good. Hello, sheepies. Oh, my sandwich for lunch. Disgustingly good. I mean, it was good, but it was disgraceful. Oh God. Right, here we go. Greetings, Honourable Bridge. I called my love for cornflake pie. I called my love for cornflake pie. I called my love for cornflake pie. She poked me in the eye. Time to go home, darlings. Time to go home. Damn, it's a good starter, this car. Oh, we don't need that level of noise, do we? Oh, it's got just a little bit nippy. Well, it's been a busy old week, hasn't it? But tonight, a little bit quieter than normal. Not disastrous by any means, but not quite an entirely normal Friday. Never mind. Never mind. Let's get home. Here we go. What night is it? Friday, isn't it? So it's not the food. I think I'll put the news on, my lovelies. Alright, I'll catch you in a bit. Oh, bus, don't drive into the bus. The 9.3 to Sutton. Presumably that's Sutton in, what's it, not Sutton-on-Sea. Sutton-on-Sea. I made a video about going there. One of the first videos I did. Blimey. Right, radio time. Catch you in a bit. Right then, my little toasted tea cakes. It's that fantastic time of the night where we get home to dear old Windy Bum here at the top of the hill. And of course that brings us to the end of today. And it's not been a bad day really, has it? I'm still ashamed of that sandwich that I had for lunch, but hey ho. We all need the occasional little blowout, do we not? But thank you as always for your company. It really wouldn't be the same without you. And may I take this opportunity to wish you a safe and peaceful night and extend my fervent hope that you have the best day that you possibly can tomorrow or today, depending on what time you're watching this. And above all, just take really good care of yourselves, won't you? And those that you love and who love you, of course. And there we are. So, much love from me, and I'll see you next time. Pichu, and indeed, bosh!